Hello.
Hello.
How are you all?
I'm doing pretty well. How are you?
All good, all good. How about you, Hadreen?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking.
I'm unsure why I'm needing to put the title in. It normally comes up, doesn't it?
What is
Okay.
it?
I've just put behind the scenes.
Ah,
We can see Himani is in the chat. Hi, Himani.
hi,
Hello,
Monty.
honey.
Have you seen the time that it is in India where Himani is?
Yeah, she said
2:45 a.m.
2:45 a.m. She is
Oh,
she is
wow.
ready
Oh,
for this.
wow. Oh, and she's saying she's here to watch her besties.
Oh,
Perfect.
that was sweet.
So,
Oh,
are we all ready then? Hadreen, do you want to start us off?
Hello, everyone. Start off. Do y'all want to introduce yourselves first?
sure. You
Okay.
start and then you can pick us. Yeah, you start.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Hadreen Annette, aka Dbossway, and I'm happy to be here on this live today.
Perfect. I'm Jennifer or JC. Most of y'all call me. I go by, of course, Calamity Jane. So JC underscore Calamity underscore Jane is how you can find me. I'm excited for what we have to offer, and so I'll toss it to Joe real quick. Most of y'all call me. I go for Jane is how you can find me.
Well, I'm Joe. You all know me.
Of course, Calamity Jane.
Oh,
Oh, there's
hold
some
on.
a little bit of
Pause.
feedback. Underscore Calamity underscore Jane is how you can find me. I'm
For some
excited
reason,
for
can
what
you
we
hear it
have to
going
offer,
around
so
and
I'll toss
around?
it to Joe real quick. I do. I'm not sure what that. I don't know why though.
I think someone has got it. I think someone's going on, but they've got their mic on. They've got their volume on. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, I don't have my phone on. Let me
Yeah, I
hit
don't have
mute and
mine
see what
on.
happens. I do. I'm not sure what that. I
We
don't
love
know
you too,
why
Dee
though.
Dee.
I think someone has got it. I think someone's going on, but they've got their mic on. They've got their volume on.
Yeah, I don't have my phone.
Okay, so let me see. Is it me? It might have been me. I think it was me. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
I'm so sorry. Okay, shall I do my introduction now? My apologies.
yes, it's okay. It's okay.
Hey, it's me, Jay from Jay's Sleep and Slim Down's Journey, and I'm really excited to be here. Literally.
I love it.
Okay, somebody is having got this live on and I can hear it. It's me.
It's you, Joe. It's
It's
you.
awesome. It's okay.
I'm so sorry. So I don't know, what do you want to do? Do you want to go and hit the comments first, or do you want to get straight into the questions?
Well, let's honor the folks that came. I know it's hard, especially I know East Coast. A lot of people are just getting off work or kind of just adjusting or picking up kids. I think it's good. We have Hamani, of course. She is 2:45 a.m. She hopefully she took a nap and to get prepared and everything for this, or had some tea or coffee with her. And then, of course, we have Real Journal Talk with V. I got to catch your live that you had, so that was really fun to catch you doing that. And then, of course, beautiful Linda is with us, and then Melinda G. And then who else? Downsizing Diva. She's our, your mentor, the goat of all this. So, Dee Dee, make sure you have some notes for us when this is all said and done. And then, of course, let's see, Carol, and then Lori, GOP Journey and Review, and then Delilah, of course. So yeah, Delilah, you too. You give us some notes because you know the live business. So definitely give us some notes for us.
She's the live queen. She stays on there for hours.
Hours, wasn't it yesterday?
So fun. And then Miss Nikki joined us as well. So perfect. And I think, and Keely, oh my goodness, yeah, yes, Keely joined. So wonderful. So yeah, we'll keep getting new comments in and
Auntie
we just
Mama's
want to
here.
make sure. Oh, Aunt Mama's Kitchen. Yes, ma'am.
So, Hadreen, do you want to start the questions? And
Yes,
then
I
I'm just
will.
thinking as well, did you want to take down that comment from the display?
Yes. Oh, you're telling me to take it down.
Yeah, well, I don't know how to do it.
Let's
I don't
see.
know how you do it.
Let me see.
We've got to fill this dead air.
Well, I'm typing in the chat, like as Arjun asks questions, I'm, sharing with the chat. Like if I'm going to type it, they can feel free to think through their own response to it and share in the chat, talk with each other, hear what we have to say. So I'm typing that in the chat. I try not to. I'm really careful about, typing and talking, so but I should not have let that dead air happen. But silence is good. Just do a quick meditation. If we go drink your water. Oh, everybody do your water check throughout this thing. But yeah, if there's ever silence, just do a dance, drink your water. We'll get through it together.
So I don't think that I can remove that comment because I didn't put it there.
Oh, who popped it there when it came on screen?
Show comments on stage.
Okay. Well, we can I don't think I added it, but we can just go with the question and then we can kind of figure out where the question came, bringing down the
Maybe
question.
somebody in our chat will let us know how to do it.
Right.
Okay. Here we go, ladies. Beyond the personal goal of losing weight, what was the primary motivation that led you to decide to share your very personal and complex health journey so publicly on a platform like YouTube?
So I'll take that one. I think so for me, I blame all of y'all really because I kept coming into y'all's chats and kind of talking and sharing. And then Joe, I don't know if you and I were talking, Joe, at one point, but there kind of came a point. It's like, who's this person always commenting, right? So the initial was just to introduce myself, just say, hey, I know I'm always in y'all's business and everything like that. I might as well, share who I am and who I'm about, and then I'll be perfectly. Because I'm thinking about this. The other answer to this question is because my family is probably tired of me talking about my chickens, and I need to get motivation. Our garden. I was hoping to face the garden when we were doing this. Our garden needs a lot of love and care in preparation for the spring. And so that's the other motivation to come on here. And so a lot of it just has to do with motivation for keep going. And the health piece of it is this is a strong community. It's a community that um, when I did maintenance under Weight Watchers, I kind of just, I'll be like this forever, right? I'll be this, lifetime goal weight forever. And what you forget is you don't have that community around. Yeah, you can keep going to programs, but it's not there's not a whole lot of discussion about maintenance other than you lose your lifetime. There's not a camaraderie around maintenance and stuff like that. And so for me, it was like, if I'm in it, then I'm in it. And things like weight loss and maintenance can maybe get accomplished. So yeah, so thank you.
Okay.
For me, well, I think most of you already know my journey. I've been doing so many interviews lately. People are probably sick of hearing it. But when I first started, well, I think it was the first time I ordered Manjaro, and I was watching some of the YouTube channels anyway. And there was one guy in the UK. His name's Kieran. And when he was on at the time, he was talking about he's got his mental health struggles, and it's a real anxiety to put himself out here on YouTube, but he thinks it's best for him and for his family to do so. And that resonated with me because already the fact that I didn't have a life and I didn't have I felt surplus to requirements in terms of being a family member. I wasn't a family member. I was just some blob that was just perched on the settee that we'd see at Christmas and family birthdays. And so it was my chance to actually show the family that I am getting my way back. Even if I didn't make it, I was getting my way back. And that was my key driver of why I went on YouTube. At that time, I hadn't taken any photos, so you'll never see any of those before and after photos from me. I couldn't do the measurements because my dexterity was really bad, but it was about what Kieran said, and he said, I'm doing it. Although it's nervous and I'm really anxious about doing it, I'm doing it for my family. And yeah, that's right. That's what I'm doing.
Okay. Well, the reason I got started, and I'm going to blame it on you, Twan, because Twan she was the first person that I saw when I went on looking up Zepbound, her live. I happened to go to her live. Her live was the first one that I saw, and I was letting them know that I've been on the journey before, and that I gained the weight back. And Twan was like, "Oh, sis, you should come up here on the stage. You should come tell your story." So those words of her saying, "Come and share your story," I was like, she's doing such a fabulous job. And look at all the people that's showing her so much love, you know. I was like, maybe I should try to do it. So I have to blame that on Twan. And then I found Dee. And yes, Downsizing Diva, I found you. And same thing, both of you ladies. Y'all are showing some love. And so I decided, you know what, let me try it. Even though I'm still tiptoeing in there, y'all still made me feel like I wanted to reciprocate and do the same thing.
I love that. Can I just say, because we've got those people in the comments as well, could we all throw up some hearts for Twan and for Dee Dee? Because they are our pioneers, they are our legends, aren't they? So let's everyone throw up some hearts. Meanwhile, Calam, can you see the comment in the top right? It's the one highlighted in blue. If you just click on it again.
I do see it, but it's not activating to me, so I don't know that I was the one who clicked it. If that makes sense.
You, Harjurine, then. Can you see my comment at the top of the comments list? And it's highlighted in
the first comment.
Let me see.
So Dee Dee said you just need to click on it again and it takes it off the screen.
No, I don't see your comment.
Right at the top under comments.
Top comment, studio chat, 3 people is all it says.
Oh, go to, so there's private, and then go to the one to the next that says comments. There you go. There it is.
Here I am. Here I am, folks. Here's Miss Mary.
And I did it. And there's Dee Dee proving her mentorship once again to all of us. Oh,
okay.
Perfect.
Next question. The conversation around weight loss medications and chronic conditions can still carry a lot of stigma. How has documenting your journey publicly helped you process, address, or even combat that stigma, both for yourself and for your audience?
So, just to let y'all know, we talked about the order. So it's not Jennifer just speaks first. We talked about the order, just to let y'all know.
Okay.
Anyway.
We love you speaking first.
It is behind the scenes. So I'm giving them the behind the scenes. So I love this question because this is quite literally, I was one of those people who had a stigma. And this is why, B, I'm going to shout you out again, because in your live today, you went through the process of understanding how you're going to navigate this medicine. And I did not do that. So in 2023, because of, weight and different things like that, my endocrinologist was very concerned, offered me Trulicity. It was already ordered. Before I even left the doctor's appointment, the pharmacy had an order for Trulicity. I went and picked up the box. That box, I know it's expired. It's still sitting in my door today because I was worried about, the side effects they talk about. And then I didn't want to be on something, long term. And then what happens if I can't get it or it's gone? And then here I am again, right? Fast forward to about a year ago, with some change, my different endocrinologist offered me to get on it again because the weight was just going up. I should probably back up. I am a type 1 diabetic since the age of 14, so over 30 years. And so the doctor offered it again. I said, no. Come July, I was at my highest weight ever, at 292. And my doctor was like, we've got to do something. And he talked me through it. He explained how it worked. And he said, just here it is. If you're not interested, you don't have to take it, but just try it. So I was like, let's go, game on. And then guess what? I'm on YouTube. Look, I talked to a coworker who I knew was on it. She walked me through it. And then I came on here, like probably while I was still waiting for the meds and the PA to go through, prior authorization to go through. And I began to understand that this was replacing or supporting a natural. I'm on Zepbound, so 2 natural peptides. So once it was explained to me what this was, it translated itself to my understanding of how insulin works. And so for me, it was then a no-brainer of what this drug was doing. And I can go on, so I'm going to cut it short. But ultimately, that's kind of, I had to fight that stigma. And what I hope to do, I'm a baby. September 12th is when I launched this page. So I'm a baby, and I'm still kind of deciding sort of what lane when I speak about GLP-1s and have been type 1 diabetic. I want to be careful and balance it, because I don't want to put out information that other type 1s or people on this may translate it doesn't work for them. So I want to balance it, but I wish the marketing for these things were different, and that's why I think why this YouTube community has been powerful, because yes, it supports it changes what our mind is doing. Our some brain function. It is aiding and slowing digestion and doing all of those things. And as a result of that, there is a side effect of weight loss, and that is important. I wish the medical community spoke more about how this is replacing a natural function of the body that, for whatever reason, has stopped working as well. Just like when we talk about insulin resistance or insulin sensitivity, there's something happening in the body for whatever reason, whatever cause, that the natural part of it is not functioning as it should be. I'll stop there.
Well, I think you stopped a real good point there, actually, Jen, because one of the things that I've always been saying as my health got worse and worse and worse was that I'm not overeating. I kept saying to people, I'm not overeating. I have to follow FODMAP diet that was worked with by a special nutritionist back in 2014 to eliminate all the foods that gave me chronic inflammation in my gut. So I wasn't eating any of those foods, and they are all complex carbs. So by default, I was doing a low carb, high fiber, high protein diet and eating 1,400 calories, yet still the weight was piling on. So to be honest, my first thought wasn't really about, well, I need to switch up my diet. It was, come on, this is clearly inflammation. This is water weight. What is it that is going to help me? So then finally finding out that I had the sleep apnea. I also found out 3 weeks before as well that I'd got a problem with my heart. And about 2 months before that, I found out I'd got the asthma that needed the steroids. So these sort of things were already getting into place of let's address the inflammation. So then the moment I did get my Mounjaro on the same day that I got Colin, as you all know, is my CPAP machine, my significant other. We all know this. But Colin, I think Colin is the one who was the real crux of making all of those efforts come into play. But here's the thing. I think the Mounjaro is doing something with that hormone imbalance to try and balance it out. And that is why the things that I'm doing are now working together with the medication, together with Colin. It's all working like that. So for me personally, there was no stigma.
Yeah.
There was no stigma at all. It wasn't that I was embarrassed about being fat and overweight. It wasn't I was embarrassed. It was the fact that it was meaning that I couldn't live life because I didn't have any energy. I couldn't stop coughing without every time I tried to speak. I couldn't move. So there was no stigma specifically about being overweight and needing to lose weight. I always knew what I needed to do was I needed to find a way to get healthy or
Right.
healthier.
Right. And that's the same with me. I didn't have a stigma about it. I knew that I wanted to get healthy. I saw my kids out playing as usual, and they were playing without me, and I wanted that to change. So I told myself that in October of 2022, I said, Hardrine, we got to do something about this, and you're going to stick to it. So I found a doctor that specialized in weight loss, and that's when I found out about Manjaro. And Manjaro helped me lose 96 pounds. And I was happy. I was eating different, but I was not worried about what anybody thought about me taking the medicine. Matter of fact, I gladly let everybody know, hey, because some people hide that. I let everybody know, hey, I'm on this medication. In other words, you can too. You know what I mean? You can too. So, yeah, I didn't have a stigma about it. I just wanted to get healthy, and so I could be around my kids for longevity.
Can I ask a follow-on from that then? And I'm not sure if it's one of the questions that we've got for later, but as you were saying, I want to get healthy and you can too. Are you naturally advocating for the medication then? Is that something that you are actively doing?
I was, because it changed my life. Now, even though I gained it back, it still changed my life,
Yeah.
And so, like I said, and then I got on Stepbound, and like I said, I wanted to. Y'all hear that lawnmower? Or it's just me?
No.
Okay, good.
It came and went, so you're good.
My yard man is out there doing the yard, so okay. but yeah, so I didn't have a stigma about it, and Stepbound and getting online, like I said, and seeing Twan and how she beautifully went through it, it motivated me as well. But I didn't have a stigma about it. I wasn't worried about a stigma.
Can I ask that same question of you then, Calamity?
How I've gotten over the stigma and everything, yeah.
Are you advocating for it as well as being on YouTube? Are you advocating in life?
100%. So, I've already encouraged people I know to be on it. I send with so that, if I could sign up for type 1 diabetics to be a case study, I'd 100%. Like if anybody, I know there's some people out there that dig into the science of this, but if you know of any studies with type 1 diabetics, I would love to do it and for a type 1 diabetic to say what I'm about to say is pretty impressive. I've had this for 32 years. I don't worry about my blood sugar or my blood glucose, whether it's low or high. Now, the first couple of days, because my doctor did have to make those adjustments, I sent him my blood sugar readings, what dose I was on. He sent me the change up. The next day, stable, right? So I know I share with y'all that I love Zumba and things like that. Before this was my path in order to work out in the morning. I had to woke up hopefully 30 minutes before I was going to wake up. I would set my insulin pump to what's called a temp basal rate for 2 hours so that my blood sugar would elevate to like the 130s, 140s, because anytime you do a vigorous workout, it's a 1-to-1 ratio. For every minute you're working out, your blood sugar will drop by that many milligrams over deciliter. So I would have to get my blood sugar. If I want to do a 30-minute workout, I would have to get my blood sugar up. So by the time I was done with the workout, it would be normal again. This morning, when I did my Zumba and the squat challenge from this quiz review that all of us are involved in, my blood sugar was 108. And so I was like, oh, I'm kind of nervous about this. When I was done with that, I did a 20-minute straight Zumba, and then I did the 12-minute. It's called the booty the booty workout from the Zumba guy. I'll post a link to it later. Um, my blood sugar after all that, my blood sugar was 116. It was stable as a type
Wow.
one that is
Yes.
like I don't worry about it. If I eat 20 grams of something and I forget to take my insulin, I look at my meter, it's stable.
Oh, wow.
Brilliant.
We'll move on because there is another part I'd like to share, but let's move on to the next. There is something interesting that I'm noticing as we get when I get to day 5 and 6, but we'll save that for another day or question.
You were doing good. You want to say it? Say
I
it.
mean, I'll say it. So
Yeah.
well, I don't. I'm gonna say it because it's unique to me. It is unique to me. As I've noticed, as when I get on day 5 and 6, if there are times that my blood sugar will it will elevate a little bit. And one thing I am noticing, and this goes to Darian brings this up, and it was brought up in the menopause panel this week too about this, obesity. They call this overeating, right? When I notice my blood sugar elevating above 180, my cravings come back.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
Mm.
clockwork.
Blood
It's
sugar
like when it's
is
above 180s and in the 200s, I am like, oh, I want something to eat. Now, what I've been doing is I've been drinking my water, doing all the things, doing whatever. And then once I get my blood sugar once it starts dropping and going below, fine. The noise is gone.
very
Interesting.
interesting.
That's why I really want to be a part of a study. Like, because one, I need this to be covered for type ones. So yeah.
You're the
Anyway.
first type 1 that I've encountered, Jen. Everybody else is type 2. So you're the first type 1. Um, so you're doing
Yeah.
well.
Well,
You're
I'm
doing
like,
well.
it's I appreciate it. Like I said, every day it's motivation. Like this. I can't say enough about this community. It's absolute. I love seeing different people from walks of life, the interest, and I know we have questions related to this, but it's it's like we've been dumped into Wakanda, and it's not Wakanda because of what we look like. It's Wakanda because it's like this utopia of just people of different interests, of different values, of different expertise in life, right? It's this weird, and I know there's moments, but I don't live in that world. I live in the world of where people are they're just sharing of themselves and their experience, and that we can become more educated. And when we
Right.
talk about some of those other studies of how well people did, I'd ask, what did their network look like? What were their connections? And I like I said, I really wish something could be said about the community that has been created, the OGs that are out there, the community that y'all have created in this. Someone ought to look at it.
Yeah.
Well, it's a
That's
great
that's
point
what
that
I'll
you
say.
made. It's a great point that you made there, Cam, because Miss Nikki, she's mentioned the fact that there is a website that we can actually get on to sign up for such clinical trials.
Oh,
So
thank you.
it's worth us actually going proactively to go and try and get in on these trials, isn't it?
Oh,
Because
thank you,
it's just,
Miss Nikki. I'll check that out. Thank you so much.
Hmm. Yeah.
and I think you're
Okay.
right. Many of us are on this and paying for it because we're paying for it out of pocket and because our insurance doesn't cover it. But we are the proof that it's great for. I know I've just seen Linda, she's saying with her inflammation, that it's helped her massively.
Mm-hmm.
So let's try and get it on for people who are suffering with rheumatoid arthritis, with so many different conditions, because a lot of the conditions are metabolic related, aren't they?
Yes.
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 It, it, I know. Maybe I'm gonna. Maybe we can have the panel from the Pentabox panel, and then some of the guys. We can do a mega thing to talk. Yeah, the if anyone ever wants to get into the hormone science and things like that, I mean, it governs everything we do. Hormones govern every emotion, every they govern so many things.
Mm-hmm.
How we react to things, how we deal with things, and if one little thing is taken off that chain, anything could happen.
Yeah.
Right.
The imbalance of it all, isn't it? The hormone imbalance of it all is what affects our bodies.
Yeah.
What do you reckon then,
Okay.
Harjeen? Are we on for the next question?
All right. Every health journey has setbacks, especially when managing multiple conditions. How do you approach documenting and sharing moments of struggle or disappointment with your audience in a way that feels authentic, but also protects your mental health?
Oh, great question.
Um, I mean, we share it. I am blessed. I say I am blessed for weird reasons, but work with me here, right? I'm very, very blessed in that I did Weight Watchers back in 2012, 2013, and over that year and some months lost 100 pounds, things like that. And what I learned from that is I have my average on that plan, my average loss throughout the entire journey. I love Excel, and I will do anything. I will do. I love data, and I love Excel. And what I found in that journey, that with all the ups, the downs, the stalls, all of the above, on average, I lost 1.6 pounds. Now I'm not going to get into the where that lands on what the recommended and all that stuff. But what that what that experience allows me to understand, with this experience, there will be gains, there will be stalls, there will be times that I'm walking around outside and I hurt my ankle or I get sick and I have to take prednisone, which causes people to eat more and all these things, right? So going, I have the blessing of understanding that there will be times that we're not always losing weight, right? Or it's not affecting our cholesterol like we thought it should, our cholesterol. And so what I validate people who have those experience, and um, I celebrate those and embrace those who are open enough to share them,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
whichever way they share them,
Right.
because this is our lived experience, right? And then guess what? You can be blessed by again, back to community. You can be blessed by those to champion you through it.
Yeah.
Right.
We're not in this alone, and we shouldn't navigate it as if we're alone. Yes, it's our individual experience, but we're not alone. And when we need a hand to lift us up. Joe, what are your
Right.
thoughts?
Well, again, it's so timely. Today I went to the doctors for my annual review, and it was an annual review, and she told me that I hadn't been there since June of 2024. So clearly it's gone beyond the annual review. But even more interestingly, can I tell you about someone I met this morning? You know, I
Yeah.
have my mobility issues. So in order to get to my doctor's, I need to order a taxi. So off I come along with a ride to Michael. So Michael was there as well. And I'm walking along and the taxi's there. And I smile at him the way that I always smile at everyone. And I get in the taxi and I say, "Good morning. How are you? How are you?" And he said, "I'm very well." He says, "You have," he says, "do you know that your smile shows that you have a big heart?" And I'm thinking, oh my goodness, he's not telling me something about my heart issues. But no, we carried on the conversation. And the thing is that you know this of me already. You guys who've seen me do my regular weekly vlog, you'll see that there's days when I turn up and I'm barely awake, and I'm struggling in pain because of my fibromyalgia. And yet I'm still smiling
Mm-hmm.
because, and it's something I think Vicky said today, and it's something that I think gladly it comes naturally, a positive mental attitude, but
Mm-hmm.
it's about knowing that I'm alive gives me that positivity. And also just knowing that me being alive means that I get a chance to be part of this community. So again, we're getting back into the community. But then as me and Mohammed, the guy's name was Mohammed, because it was only a 10-minute journey, but it felt like we'd known each other all our lives, because we were saying how the fact that if you start your day with somebody who is on the same energy as you, it can make a massive impact on your day. And so whether that's the energy of being in a positive mindset and just being happy that you're thriving, or if you're in a negative, because some of us are empaths as well, aren't we? Some of us, it can affect our mental health if the people that we're around are just constantly negative or consistently looking at the bleaker side of life. And I'm so thankful that I am alive. Obviously, I'm very thankful. But no, I am thankful that I'm alive. And so just to finish off, getting to that appointment today, and I come along with Sir Colin, Sir Michael, sorry, not Sir Colin. So I come along with Sir Michael, and she was like, and I went, can you tell? She was like, yes, I can tell. She could tell straight away, not only that I've lost the weight, because that is, as you were saying earlier on, Jen, that's a side effect, isn't it? She could tell that I got my vitality back. And sure enough, we stepped on the scales and we did all of that. But then she did my blood pressure. She's took some bloods as well, so I won't have the results until later in the week. I'll tell you on my vlog. But she did my blood pressure, and my blood pressure was the lowest it's been in the 25 years that I've been at that surgery. 113 over 78. And it was just amazing. So again, I think it's really important that we do all we can to look after our mental health, but a lot of that can come from finding a community that allows you to still be you, but also can energize you so that you're getting the positive vibes that you need on this journey. Oh, one final thing. I see that my long lost twin is on the chat as well. Vicky from Foodies Vacation, because Ali from Manjaro with Ali, he says we both have the same energy that, as you say, it's infectious. So it's lovely to see my twin, as well as my birthday twin, Dee Dee.
Okay.
How about you, Hadreen?
Well, I have my walking and running that I bring to the table. But you saying that about your blood pressure. When I was at the dentist Friday, they were trying to decide they were going to do my dental work because my blood pressure was 100 over 66. So I'd be getting dizzy spells, here and there. My doctor still hasn't said what it is, but I get dizzy spells like I'm going to pass out. Probably from not eating enough or not eating that morning or whatever, because I was fasting. So that's probably what it was from. But as far as how do I post a documenting and sharing moments, the community once again makes it so easy for you to do that, because everybody is coming from something or from somewhere, and everybody has a story. So that Taisha, Simply Taisha, I gotta put you out there. Simply Taisha told us what she had a problem with, and I was like, wow, she's telling her story.
Right.
I gotta tell mine, and I did that on Dee Dee's live. I told my story. So I suffer from mental health, but every day I get up and I get on this computer with all of you, and I forget all about that I suffer with mental health. I forget all about it. So I also try to bring sunshine to the table, getting out there walking and running. I mean, I'm not doing a whole bunch, but the little bit that I am doing, I want it to always be positivity. So that's how I deal with it.
Hadreen, how are you saying you're not doing a whole bunch when
y'all are doing a whole bunch?
Hadreen, you're doing a
4
lot.
miles today, 4 miles with a weighted vest. Then she did the 50 squat challenge.
Right. Yeah,
You probably
I'm trying to get to margarines like not a lot.
And we trying to get like you with that 50 bag of feed that you had.
No one should do that at home. It was like I knew the challenge. I knew I had to do those bags, and I said this is happening at the same time because I'm not going to do two separate moments. So that's efficiency talking.
You are a bad behind. I can't say those words. You're a bad behind.
but can I
Maddie.
Delilah had a question. Do we want to jump to it? I think it's a really good question.
yeah,
Do we want to jump to that, or Harderain, do you want to go to another one?
Oh no, jump to Delilah's question.
And of course, I lost it. Let's see. Where are you, Delilah? Let's see. After
Oh,
that,
is it worth us taking a water break while we look for it?
yeah,
Is
just take a
everyone
water
staying
break.
is everyone staying hydrated?
yes. Let me get that, Joe.
Do a little dance, walk in place,
Did I
all
get
the
it,
things.
Joe?
You got it. you give it more sass. We need to see Kim J do it because I'm not seeing anyone with more sass than Kim J.
She got
But
me
we need to
bad.
see Kim J do the stay hydrated. Do
No.
it again, Audrey. Do it again.
Okay, here we go. And I don't know, can I highlight? I think it's at 4:47 Central Time. Margarine, if you want to find it, or I can just read it or put it in the chat again.
Oh, just read it. I
447.
think it's
Yeah, 4:47 p.m. I'll read it, and hopefully by the time you read it, it'll come up. But this is from Delilah, and I'll ask both of y'all. And then, how do you manage the new changes in your eating and social engagements, like with a partner or kids or school or work? So once again, how do you manage the new changes in your eating and social engagements, like with a partner or kids or school or work?
I
I'm
still
I
buy
would
my
like
kids. I still
oh
buy
go
my
on.
kids all their snacks, and I don't touch them. I buy them all their snacks. I don't touch them. I don't want them. I don't want veggies either. But they're eating the broccoli, and I'm not eating the broccoli. But I manage it the same way I always have, Delilah. I buy them what's for them, and then with me, my husband he cooks for us, so he cooks me like if I may eat salmon and they don't want salmon, so he'll cook them something else. So
Got it.
that's how we handle that.
Can I answer that one next then, Calamity? So
Yes. Mhm.
for me, because remember, I was suffering with IBS, the irritable bowel syndrome, back in 2014, which meant if ever I had anything that was something that would set my stomach off, I'd be spending 2 days on the toilet with sickness and diarrhea.
Mm.
So my family have already got used to the idea that I eat different. But now what they do, now, especially now what they're doing, is they're inviting me to go to pub meals with them. I may not be
Mhm.
eating with them, but I'm with them. And that so even if you're and I'm saying this, I've got to stop using the words. Right, hold on, let me just reply this again. So I'm a learning and development specialist and I write learning resources. So we get used to the idea of talking about we and if you
Mhm.
want to. But what I am doing is I'm talking about my experience. So from my experience, I cannot eat the foods that my family love and adore, but that doesn't mean that means that I cannot be part of the actual event. So I think certainly my family understands this is what I need to do in order to be able to come and join them. And I'm sure that other families would be understanding or more understanding
Mhm.
if they know it's from a health perspective, not because they're just thinking you're trying to fit into a bikini for your summer holidays, summer vacations.
Right.
No, and that's similar. So with the people with in the house, everybody has their chosen snack for the week that I go get. Everybody has what they like and things of that nature. I've shared, I think, on chats before. My husband. If you want to know someone that has natural GLP-1 and GIPs, my husband. It's like he literally says, like, when I ask, what do we want to eat this week? Food is just food. I eat it to fuel me. Like I feel like that's
He
it.
knows
Like
my husband.
he has no emotional tie to food. Now, when he makes something that he likes, he appreciates it. And when but other than that, food is not something that's on his mind ever. Um, and so they just end up eating what I eat as far as main meals because we just cook for the week and stuff. As far as occasions going out, like if it's a friend's birthday, my birthday, if we know the restaurant we're going to, I plan ahead as best as I can. I know what I'm going to
Mhm.
get. Like I was in a situation about a month ago. We were celebrating a friend, and they wanted to do like a family style, the chef's choice family style. And I looked on that menu and I said, I'll have the caprese salad and I'll have the tomato soup. And I got pressure. I mean, they were like, no, you need to do this. It's like, I'll have the caprese salad and the tomato soup. I probably won't even eat the tomato soup. And I didn't. I ate the caprese salad. I was fine and satisfied. It's advocating for yourself. If anything, I'm going to say this and toss it to the next person or if there's a question in the chat. Um, if anything, this journey does for you as a non-scale victory, it's finding your voice.
Yes.
I hope you find your voice. I hope you find your boundaries and that you advocate for yourself and know that you are empowered.
Oh, come on, we've got to throw some
Yeah,
confetti up
I'll
for
leave it
that,
at that.
folks.
Yeah.
Everyone throw up some confetti for that. I think everyone appreciates that one.
we're gonna have to learn how to get the confetti button.
until we learn it, Marjorie, let's get everyone in the chat
Just
to do
make up,
it.
yeah.
Throw some
Just
confetti.
do
Throw
that.
some
Yeah.
confetti.
I
So there you
do
go.
love that. I love that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then for
Next
holidays,
question.
we just cook what we want. Yeah, for holidays, we just cook. We do the meat, we do a salad, and then I will always do dressing no matter what. But I just don't do a big plate of it. So anyway.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, juggling different health conditions adds layers of complexity. How has documenting your progress specifically related to managing both your weight and other issues changed your approach to self-care?
Um, I'll speak to I guess the self-care part. For me, it's going back to the walking and the act. Like we sometimes, and it's a transition. And I know there's probably Hardrine, you could probably speak to this more than anyone on this. And then there's a lot of people I think in the chat that can speak to this even better. Um, Activity and walking, and that's because I know we tend to say, getting our whether it's hair done, nails done, taking a spa bath, all those things that's kind of what we attract to self-care. But I think in this particular journey, getting back to, because there's this abundance of energy, and I know that's not at every dose, and sometimes it takes a minute before you get to the dose where you have this sort of abundance of energy, and sometimes you'll never have it. But I I have approach like my shift in what exercise and activity is now my form of self-care. If that's probably the biggest shift for me.
Okay.
I would like Hardrine to go back to that question next then,
Yeah.
because of Calamity saying you can speak for this one more than any of us. So Hardrine, how are you for your self-care?
My self-care is getting out there exercising. I don't really go, and last time I went to a nail shop and my son paid for it for Mother's Day. I didn't even really want to be there, but I was there because he paid for it. It was a thoughtful gift. But getting out there exercising is my self-care. If I even think about, hey, trying to get like where I don't want to do it, once again, I have all of you to remind me and to show me of why we should be out there exercising, whether we're sitting in a chair, whether we're at home just walking around in circles, doesn't matter, just getting to moving, because I know the results of that are going to be good. So yeah.
I would then add, for me, my self-care, obviously I've still got the mobility issues. I mean, can I just tell you something else that is my non-scale victory for today? I got the taxi to get up to my doctor's surgery, and the surgery is probably just under a mile, but it's uphill. So before I was unwell, I'd have been able to get there in 10 minutes. Today, I got there in a taxi, but I didn't get a taxi home. Instead, I made the long, slow walk back to mine. I honestly, I was so chuffed with myself. Chuffed is a UK phrase meaning absolutely thrilled, but I was thrilled with myself, and I had to keep stopping. And I found little the ends of a wall to sit on, or I sat on a fountain. On the fountain plinth. But I've sat on so many things during this journey. But made it. There was one point even when I got up and I had to get over the tram lines, and I was doing that like a drunken man. But I was laughing with myself because I'm doing it, and it's like, this is the sort of thing that we do for ourselves for self-care. It's the things that, it's not just self-care in the sense of health, but self-care in the sense of well-being and purpose and motivation. So as you were saying, Hadreen, your son gifted you a beautiful thing for your Mother's Day, and it was having nails done. For me, my self-care now is to actually paint my nails. Because for months for years I wasn't able to paint my nails, and now I can. So that's also part of my self-care. And I think self-care as well, it's part of that thing that you do that is self-soothing, but doesn't involve food the way that we would once do things.
Right.
Food, wouldn't it? So the self-care of doing something that can help you feel thrilled, or to get your endorphins going, or to get your dopamine hit without actually having to involve the food. And I can see right here she's again, Vicky. She plays pickleball. We know this. She talks about pickleball every time on her lives because it's something she adores. And it's that sort of thing, isn't it? I think that part of self-care, finding something that thrills you. Oh, well.
Other than food, you're right.
Other than food.
Right. Other than food. Any more questions in the chat?
I have not seen any.
Shall we get to one of your questions then, Hadreen?
Okay. The next question is, what boundaries or strategies have you developed to balance sharing your story openly with protecting your private life and the privacy of your loved ones?
Good one.
I can go first on that one, Jen.
Yeah, you go first.
Anything that I say, it's okay to repeat it, and it's okay to say it. If I said it, that means I'm okay with sharing it. Now, I don't bring my kids on or anything, not because I'm trying to protect them, which of course I am, but it's because this is my journey, and I want all of y'all all to myself. So, but as far as this is my journey. This is, y'all all make me feel so good, that, and you make me feel so good that I'm not even trying to hide my story. It just comes off, it just rolls off my tongue because, like I said, I know I'm not the only one. I'm not alone. So, and then y'all all make us all feel and let us know that we're not alone. So, yes, my story. We got my book. Yeah. Nobody asked, but guess what? Everybody's asking now. And I love it.
Cool.
There you go, Miss Jen.
Yeah, I think I would say the same. If I'm, I limit it to, the things I'm willing to share outside. My health, what's going on in my health. Saying why I'm type 1, what I'm experiencing. I try to be in an area that my family, they don't have to go in and out or interrupt. But if it happens, it would be funny. So if they just come in the background and. My husband tends to be nonplussed about life, so even if he showed up, he would move on. He would wave and then move on, right? So, but again, I'm not so far into the game that that I've encountered that yet, but should something happen where I feel violated in such a way, then we'll deal with it. So, but what about you, Joe?
I've got two answers for this. I've got a fun one and I've got a real one. So let me give you the real one first so I can end on a high. I may possibly need therapy.
Okay.
And I'm laughing it off. I may possibly need therapy. I'm putting it out there, but I don't spend any time thinking about it, because if I don't spend any time thinking about it, I'm not thinking about it.
Didn't happen.
And therefore,
That's
and
not
I think
happening.
again, because being 5 years housebound, it does so much to your mental health, and especially when it becomes to the stage where you cannot socialize and get that energy, because I get energy. You guys power me up. You've seen it on my lives. You've seen me end up giddy with excitement, and so I think there is a part of that, but I understand that maybe I should, but I put that aside because I'm loving this bit, and this bit is more important to me than thrashing out the stuff that has happened. But that's me personally. So, for example, a couple of weeks ago, I may have happened to mention to some people that I was going to a funeral on the Friday.
Mhm.
But I made a point of trying not to mention it in the community, because I didn't want to have to deal with that thought whilst I'm enjoying the energy that's coming from you guys. So, as you say, you guys energize me. Then I go back and then, as you say, if I need to, but normally I don't, because, as you say, you've already given me all the power that I need. But then the second part and the fun part of that answer is the way I keep my loved ones involved in the journey, but keeping their privacy and their integrity, of course, is my knitted postcards, which, can I say, Isla, 7-year-old critic that she is, still does not like any one of the postcards that I've made of her. But that's how I keep my family's anonymity, yet still involving them in my journey.
And my family says that they're kind of jealous because I have all of you. So they're like, "Oh, let her go. She's gonna be on her YouTube." I'm like, "Yeah, y'all want me to go? Y'all want me to go?" So they're like, "No, we don't want you to go."
I'm off with my community. I love that.
But you know what? I tell my sister, I tell her, I say, you can come join. You can get in the chats with us.
Yeah.
You may like it, because she's also working out and everything. She's not on the GLP-1, but she's still getting her health back. So she's still working out and all those good things. So.
And I suppose that's like your brother as well, isn't it, Calamity? Your brother, is he considering a GLP-1?
Yeah, it may be because he's still waiting for his appointment to kind of have those conversations. But yeah, I definitely as I sort of began to understand more of what this drug was doing and how it can benefit. We shared the information with him, and then he's going to see. His big thing is making sure he gets the appointments. He has, two lovely sisters who remind him. We're on a group chat and check in on him and remind him to get that appointment. And then, of course, I sent him everyone's, anybody that I'm connected to, I sent. And then, of course, I shared with him the panel that that Bound did with, of course, G's 101 and Teddy, and then Paul, of course, and then I think Jay, and then I guess the other gentleman was Broderick. I don't know if he has a channel, but I sent him that so that he could just hear, he could hear things in his world view, right? So hopefully that will help encourage him and everything. So looks like we have a question from Dee Dee, Downsizing Diva. So I'll ask it and then y'all can share. Let's see.
Okay.
Do you cut out foods or eat everything in moderation? And again, that's, do you cut out foods or eat everything in moderation?
I cut out vegetables. I've cut out vegetables, but everything else, I gotta say, I eat it in moderation. Now I do tend to like chicken, baked chicken, not fried chicken, baked chicken, baked fish. I'm baking all my meats. Um,
Mhm.
and I'm not trying to do it on purpose with the veggies, but I'm going to take Candy K's advice, and I'm going to introduce one vegetable at a time back into my to my food. So, but yeah.
Let me know, Hardrine. Once if this garden does what it's supposed to do next spring, I'll drop some off at your place.
All right, can't wait.
So yeah. So yeah. Joe, what about you? Cut anything out or moderation?
I have cut out the foods that affect my inflammation. So they've always been cut out. And likewise, I've always eaten high protein because I love my meat. I love my meat. I love my fish. I love my eggs. I love Imani's eggs that she shows us every day.
Yeah.
I love the chicken eggs that you show us
No,
every day,
free
Calamity.
today.
Oh my goodness, I love my eggs. So I don't think I've cut anything out for this journey. And I'm eating the way that I did. I understand that some people have, um, and some people haven't. I think
I
whatever's
cut out
working for you,
eggs.
I think whatever's working, isn't it? If it's working for you, it's working for you. I would
Right.
never give my advice on how anyone should eat based on what I eat because the choices that I have for food is so restrictive. I don't think anyone else would want to be eating the way I have to eat. But I
Now
love it.
I don't do the little Debbie snacks, ice cream, all that good stuff. I don't do any of that. When I say in moderation, I'm talking about food. Um, I eat it in moderation. But as far as
Yeah.
like, I used to eat a whole box of little Debbie cakes. My daughter brought that to my attention. She's like, "Mom, how many are you gonna eat?" I'm like, I was just sitting there talking to her eating, but she recognized it. She said, "You do." She said, "You can't let me go to the doctor with you. You got an eating problem." That's what she told me.
Yeah.
So, but I don't do the little Debbie cakes anymore. If I get a slice of pizza, it's a slice. It's not the whole pizza. It's a slice of pizza.
Right.
So, like that.
Yeah, I'm still with that. Moderation probably is the aim, but there are different food choices I'm making to ensure the fiber, the protein, things of that nature. But it's things I eat already. It's just making sure I'm combining those things. If you can put it in a crock pot, if you can put it on the stove, dump a whole bunch of stuff together and have a meal, and it levels up the fiber and protein. I am a happy lady. Now, and I know I felt like this discussion has come up in a couple of other people's lives. What has been fascinating on this, and it wasn't I don't I did not make the choice to say I'm not going to eat that anymore. The strangest thing for me, because I love chickpeas, and I would buy. They never make hummus big enough to be worth its weight in gold, but the little containers of hummus, I'd buy three of those. The local store has a lemon one that's delicious, and I would. There are days I ate that for breakfast, like because I
Oh
love this stuff so much. I would just
yeah.
eat it. I wouldn't eat crackers. Wouldn't eat vegetables with it. So I took the medicine because I got the prescription on a Tuesday, took it on a Wednesday, went shopping over the weekend. I bought my three things of hummus. A week later, those three unopened containers were still in there. It's like
Oh,
I'm not.
good.
It's like it's not even. There's nothing wrong with like I love hummus, but I
Hmm.
don't want it any. Like it's not. I don't know. It's just, and I even tried it the second week, and again, and I ended up giving it to my husband because I just wasn't eating it. So there's just things that have just fallen off the interest. Like it's not something I'm interested in, even though it's a good source of fiber, has some a little bit of protein in there, but I don't know. The
Have your
brain is a
taste buds
powerful thing.
changed a lot of things that you want to eat? Your taste buds?
It's not. It's and maybe this is the exercise we can give to people to kind of what is your brain doing at 10 or 15 minutes before eating time, right? There's just as I'm about to eat something, outside of what I've prepped for the week, right? Because the things I've prepped is like, yep, that's lunch and dinner. Because I am one of those people, the less I have to think about what I need to eat, the better I do. Like those same on Weight Watchers, same now. The less I have to think about what's in the fridge, what do I need to eat, life is golden for me. I just exist. Um, but sometimes if I want a snack, like I'll go get almonds and there'll just be this moment. It's like, I don't want that on my stomach. But then 2 days later, it's like, yeah, give me some almonds. There's just these moments where and I don't know if it's what people say, are you hungry or are you thirsty? I don't know if anybody doing your other weight loss journeys, if people have had that, are you thirsty or are you hungry? I think I might be finally getting to that. I'm finally understanding that.
That is correct.
And so I think that's what it is, maybe. It's not an aversion to food. It's like my brain is finally kind of asking itself that question of, are you actually thirsty or are you hungry? So I don't know. Take it for what you will. Yeah, go ahead.
Can I add one extra point on there? I think now, whilst those of us that are on a GLP-1, I would put the question out there to all of you. Are you finding that your body is sending you hunger cues for the food it needs nutritionally? So for that, I'm just going to say that earlier on, I eat my 1 meal a day. And so I had chicken wings that I baked myself, put my own seasoning on, with red peppers. Then all of a sudden, I need a cucumber, and I've eaten half a cucumber.
Nice.
And as you said, my body must be telling me that I need something that the cucumber's giving me. So I was going to ask if I could put it out there for everyone in the comments, for you too as well. Are you finding that you're hearing your body? Like you were saying, Calamity, suddenly I was ready to eat almonds, but one day I didn't feel like the almond. Is it that suddenly you was ready for those nutrients before when you weren't? So can I ask that of you too? Is that something you've experienced?
You want to go harder
in? Not this time. not on the depth bound. It's not doing it. It's telling me what I don't want.
Now that's interesting as well.
It's telling me what I don't want. I mean, if I think about food, like just thinking about the chicken that I had, the rotisserie chicken I had earlier, it was good, but it wasn't good. But it was good. But just thinking about the fact that I was eating that, you know what I mean? It's kind of making me sick to my stomach.
Right.
And then there's a question in the chat. This is from Linda. This is a fun one. Of all of your non-scale victories, which one stands out the most? Again, of all of your non-scale victories, which one stands out the most?
I can fit into clothes that I bought over a year ago. So that makes me feel good. My daughter had me try them all on, and I could wear them all. Before, when I bought them, I couldn't wear them. And I Temu and Shein is. But I could actually wear them. So that was a great non-scale victory for me. Knowing that I got something to wear.
Yeah.
This shirt is one of them.
That's beautiful.
Oh, that's a beautiful shirt.
Looks so great with your earrings as well, Harjory.
I just made these this morning.
Are they the ones that you made when you were on your video? Oh, they were gorgeous. Let's have a look. Can you move it closer?
They're lotus.
Oh, yeah, they are beautiful. Gorgeous.
Yeah. Thank you. Your earrings are gorgeous too.
Well, of course. Mine are.
Yes, yours are gorgeous too, Joe.
Are these the low carb queen royal blue ones?
Yes. And these, they're looking purple today for some reason. They're looking purple, but they're the same color as these. Isn't that something?
That's why Christina thought they were purple when she wanted to order some, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Can I say my non-scale victory then? And it's a silly one, but I love it. I love it so much. It was it was birthday time. So it was my birthday, but it was Isla's birthday. So everyone came round for the family. And people were coming in through the door, and I got up, gave them a big hug, sat down, got up and gave them a big hug and sat down. And they did not know what to do with themselves because I'm getting up. There's not, as you say, I normally get like 3 or 4 of the kids to pull me out of the settee or 2 grown men. and I was getting it up and getting down on my own, and they just thought they were just amazed by it. Like I just turned into Iron Man or something.
Okay. That's good.
That's good.
How about yours, Clem?
I think my biggest one was the one I shared about the diabetes, but I think the most recent, and I did, post. After a couple years, I can, and of course it's not on right now, but I can put my wedding ring and engagement ring back on. I mean,
Yeah.
my husband, before he leaves for anything, he could have been going down the street, going wherever, and he puts in, here I am, like, oh, it can't fit. And so it was just a really, I had been checking throughout. It's like, can I do it? Can I do it? And so, yeah, that there's an important story behind it and all the things, wedding itself, but his grandmother, who was a delight. I mean, this woman, amazing woman, his grandmother. But the first time I met her and I learned this later. I didn't know this then, but I found out later. The first time she met me, she gave him that ring set.
Oh wow. Wow. She knew. She just knew.
She
Yeah.
knew.
She was spot on.
And isn't it a beautiful set? Oh my goodness, it's gorgeous.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it's the only ring I don't even have a high school ring anymore. It's the only piece of ring that I've ever been able to keep. But anyway.
Okay. I have another non-scale victory too. And this is probably the one I should have said. It was, I'm driving myself. And I'm going places.
Wow.
So, I got to where I couldn't go anywhere without my husband. Now, I would drive, but he'd be in the vehicle with me as well. Right. Going around bridges and everything. I would go like 20 miles per hour around those bridges, cars behind me honking and everything, yeah. But that's another non-scale victory of mine, that I am driving myself, getting out more now.
That's giving me chills. Can everyone throw up some hearts for all the non-scale victories? And can we all put in the comments what our non-scale victory is as well? Because I think, again, it's the energy, isn't it? The energy of knowing that these are the things that we're now celebrating that we can do, when at the start of the journey we couldn't. And I think those are so much more important than anything that's going off on the scale.
Yes.
That's and then hard dreams, high kicks. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Another thing, too. I don't remember who exactly, but it's more than, it might have been Taisha. It's more than just the scale. You know what I mean? So that made me stop really looking at the scale as well. I still get on it every single day, but I know that there's more going on than just that number on the scale.
Right. Yeah. And because, as you say, the scale can be for you for data capturing and things like that. But I really feel for people's mental health if they're frightened of what they might see on the scale, disappointed about what they see on the scale, or it can affect their whole day just by what happened on that scale. And it's such bad energy. It really is. You know me and my energy. I'm always talking about good vibes and positive energy. But the idea that something as inanimate as a scale can ruin your day, it breaks my heart. And when there's so many great things, who was it the other day? Who was it? 15,000 steps. 15,000 steps she did around Epcot. Was that? It was Grace, wasn't it?
Grace. It was great.
15,000 steps with
great.
her children. And her daughter, who adores everything Disney, her daughter's adorable. And she did 15,000 steps around Epcot. Could you have done that a year ago? I know I couldn't have.
Yeah. Right. No.
There's
some really great non-scale victories in here.
Do you want to read something out?
Post them on your mirror. Sorry. Some of these non-scales, get some sticky notes and post it around your mirror. I know we posted our YouTube and stuff, but really take some of these non-scales and just put it around your mirror.
Mm-hmm.
What I will say about this, what I would say about the scale, and Dee, I don't know that you ever said these words, but listen to some of your lies. You do this you do this reflection. Swan does it too. I mean, all of you all do it, but there's this moment where you, and you said it, Joe, it's a data point. So reflect on the story, allow yourself to reflect on what it might be saying. What was your week like? Were there stresses in the week? What
Mhm.
were there opportunities that did things not go the path you wanted to and you got into stress? Were there difficult conversations? What were the things raising your cortisol that week? What were the things? And if I'm going to put a big if you are someone who chooses to track, how did that go? If I the weeks I may not, the scale tells me something, right? Two two things happen, and one is caused by the other. I didn't track, and I don't get my water in. For whatever reasons, those two things correlate with me. When I don't track, I don't get as much of my water in.
Water. Uh-oh.
And then I have to ask myself, well, how did we get here? So I take that information and then I apply it moving forward. So if it is a moment, allow the feedback to take you to things and self correct, and then move forward.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's a good, this is my belief in life, and I know everybody comes from different practices, faith practices and spiritual practices, but at the end of the day, if if I've been blessed to wake up, it's another opportunity to
Right.
serve,
Oh, wow.
to give to do whatever I need to do. Just reset.
Yep.
Love that.
So, did we
Powerful.
miss any other questions? Let's see.
I noticed Delilah mentioned she posts her why. Was there a question we had about why, Hadreen?
We do have one at the end. We want to skip to that.
Is it worth us going to that one now? Just because I know that Delilah's put in there that she posts her why or remembers her why when she's doing her reflection, affirmations, and things like that.
Okay. Okay. Let's go to it then. Thinking back to your earliest videos, how has your answer to why I document my health journey changed? What new meaning or purpose has this experience given to your life that you couldn't have anticipated?
This question's for y'all. I'm a baby in YouTube, so y'all go.
I'm not sure my why has changed. I'm not sure my why has changed. However, remember I said that I put myself on video so that the kids would know that Auntie Jo was actually somebody with a personality. Because at that point, I still thought I was dying. I still thought I was dying. And now I'm not dying. Oh, as you said, well, we all will leave this heavenly plane at one point, but it's not in my imminent future. And that's some powerful, sparkly stuff, really. That is. So, yeah, that's my why hasn't changed. But now my family and the kids, like the grandnieces and nephews, they're seeing it for themselves. They don't have to go and watch my videos and see it anymore because I'm there. And it's just, life is brilliant. Life is brilliant.
Yes. Mine has changed, and my therapist, I had my appointment with my therapist today, and she says, okay, we've gotten through these 3 goals that we set in the beginning of us starting our meeting. She said, I think we're ready to set 3 more goals. And I told her, I said, yeah, we can set 3 more goals, but I still need to keep those. I don't want to let them go. I still need to keep those goals too, But she's very proud of the progress that I'm making, At first, I thought she was going to say that we can change and do less sessions. I was going like this to her, like waiting for her to say that. No, we're not changing the sessions because I look forward to telling her about my days, in between every 2 weeks, And today I got a chance to talk about you, Delilah, and Joe. So, and she wanted to hear it all. She was so happy for me. But anyway, the question was my why. My why did change because all of a sudden I found out that I had chronic kidney disease, third stage chronic kidney disease
Oh
is what it
wow.
was.
Oh wow.
The day I was going in, well, a couple of days before I went in for hernia surgery, and they're the ones who told me about it. So that had to change for me. Okay, Harjreen, we got you, that weight you had on you has changed some things for you. You're gonna have to focus on your health even more now.
Yeah.
And see, my why was because I wanted to be with my kids, and I still want to be with them, but I still have to focus on me in order to do that. So my why did change to that.
And that, as you say, that's why you are so dynamic about your activity in the water
That is
and
correct.
things, because you're doing all you can to offset that kidney disease. Right.
Yes,
That
that's
makes
why I drink as much
perfect
water as I
sense.
drink. Yep, I make sure I get my water in. But it's foods too, like chocolate. I love chocolate, but chocolate's also something that affects your kidneys. Oranges,
Yeah.
phosphate.
Oranges really do, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, but finding that out made me change my why. So now I have to focus on my health, so that I can be there for them.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
Because I got a lot of
Yeah.
kids, and I don't know people be busting down my door trying to say, "I'll help, I'll help, I'll help."
Right. Right.
How many kids have
Yeah.
you got again, Hadreen?
I have 7 living at home,
Wow.
7 at home. Wow.
and 4 are grown and gone.
Oh.
But seven living at home with all different kind of personalities, and it's a lot. It's a lot.
It's a lively house.
It's a lively house. Never a dull moment.
Right.
Never a dull moment.
And I know I'm new. It's not channel related, but I guess I can, a year from now I can watch back and answer this and see if it's changed. But all, again, type 1 diabetic since 14. My father had type 2 diabetes, and in that journey, I'm just gonna say that because if I say anything more, I'm the
We
baby of the
understand.
family, and I'm my father's daughter.
Oh,
Um,
don't.
Understand.
anyway, he had type 2, struggled. Like it killed me. I wish this medicine was out.
Yes.
He passed in 2022. Um, sorry. Um,
That's okay. That's okay.
but I'm type 1. Um, so for at the end of the day, this is, yes, there's surgeries for pancreas. There's new studies out about the replacement of the y'all are gonna. I know we talk about the pancreas and insulin, but the thing that actually makes the insulin is called, it's a Game of Thrones almost like title, but it's called the islets of Langerhans. Those are the little tiny little things in your pancreas that actually produces the insulin, and I'll type that name out in a minute. But at the end of the day, this is a disease I have to manage. I'm not going to let it manage me. If things don't go a certain way, there are real complications, and so it is all about management. So I had to stop and ask myself, what I'm closer to 50 than I was when I lost weight before, and at 50, going into the second half of our lives, I want to be as energetic, as alive as I 100% can be. Doing all this work now so that when I can retire, I can live what not when I retire. I can live life today and then join Vicky on those cruises when I get to retirement, right? Uh, but the way I want to honor all of our families, we have someone that we can pinpoint, right? The way we honor them is that we live. And I want to live. I want to have every experience that I can have. And And then, what I always say about my father, know how bad his health got. He he loved life. He spoiled himself. He loved life. And yeah, yeah.
Shall we take a
Sorry,
water
Joe.
break?
This is a happy environment. Take a water break.
Yep.
Yeah.
Take
Let's
a
take a
water break.
water break.
Oh, thank you, Delilah, for the influence of Langerhans. Like it's the best name in the world for a thing that causes so much disruption. Cersei herself is probably the queen of the islets of Langerhans. Oh,
What's going off in the comments then, folks?
Yeah, that was our last question.
oh, they're just yeah, that was our last question. Oh wow, we got through all of them.
We did.
Wow.
I tell you what, it's been really great to get to know you all that little bit more. And we know that we're a big community. And we know that we keep going to everyone else's channels and watching their videos and getting involved in the lives and things. It's so lovely to actually get to know you all a little bit more.
Yes, it is. I second that.
Yeah. Do you kind of want to share what we hope to do this, or do we want to talk about that more? Or
Well, have we got anything? Have we got what people have been saying with their non-scale victories in the chat? Shall we cover that?
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
I think that will help us get
yeah.
the tone back up again.
Okay.
We
Oh,
want
yeah,
to
celebrate. I mean, celebrate. I know. Yeah, everyone celebrate. Everyone. That emotion will always happen when I think of when I
yeah.
think of my dad. So don't let that get you down. Don't. I mean, you saw how it's an emotion I let happen. So for me, grief is an honorable thing. Let it. It's a thing you don't go through. It's a thing grief is it's an honor to those you love.
Okay.
And then you just reconnect.
Yeah.
You honor them and you reconnect.
I think
And
they're
I lost
all
I
my
know all
dad
you
in
lovely people.
2022 as well. In July of 2022,
Yeah.
I lost my dad. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
So he didn't get a chance to
It
see
tells
me
me
lose
he's with us.
weight.
It tells me he's supportive. Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay, Joe, we'll let you
crying
do
is
the
so
question.
healthy. That's a whole
It
other
is
thing.
healthy.
Yeah, crying is it's healthy. It releases endorphins. It releases stress, which can
Yeah.
cause weight gain. So, like I said,
Yes, it is.
there's joy. I'm living out there's joy, but it's okay. But yeah, everybody dance, walk, drink. But
We bopping
I
off the
don't know that there's. I know, yeah. I know we need to somehow copyright Vicky's music when someone new joins her channel.
Am I right in remembering that Archerina created a theme tune for us?
Yeah, what did I
She
do with it?
did, yeah.
I did create us one. I also
Oh,
created a GOP
oh,
one
we got an
community one.
A1C drop.
We got what?
The non-skill victory. Idiosyncratic girl, her non-skill victory, I love when I see this. Her A1C dropped from 8.9 3 months ago to 5.7. I think
Oh wow.
Kim J, that's a similar. I may be mixing up people. I feel like that's a similar journey Kim J had too,
Yeah, hers
where
was
her
15.
A1C dropped. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
Confetti. Come on,
that's
everyone
my
throw
favorite.
confetti for this.
Blood
Yes.
pressure and A1C. I mean, those, and then the kidney function. I know we have some different people in the chat that have the fact going back to that study stuff. I really encourage people as best as they can to document their experiences, because I think this is going to be, when are given the opportunity of how did this drug impact your ex, the more we can share with the medical world of how this is impacting other things. Imagine what that opens the door to,
Yeah.
the accessibility of this drug. If there was if it was being communicated how it's in. Think of the sleep apnea.
Yeah.
Like that probably wasn't on their radar that it helped with sleep apnea, and then it was.
Yes.
So
Yep.
yeah.
You gonna read them, Joe?
What am I reading?
The NFBs.
Let's have a look. I can see people in the chat. We've got the ones about the A1Cs, which are just spectacular. We've got people saying, by all means, cry, release. It's a good thing. Absolutely, it's a good thing. Let's have a look. Jane yes, Jane is a healthier life and lifespan. Yep. We've got people crying about their votes as well. Let's have a look. Geez, my elbows hurt so bad from all this typing. That's Delilah. And then Felicia's been on all 3 of our channels to show love. That's wonderful. Thank you.
That's, oh my goodness.
She's been a busy bee.
Been a busy bee.
I love it. I love it.
We've got
I want to know like what people's households like, because there's days I'm like too. I have like somebody on the computer. I haven't gone to the TV yet, but I at least will have a live on. I'm going to make a calendar one day. I'm going to make a calendar of y'all's lives one of these days so that we can share it out. I just haven't done it yet, but I'll have the phone going. I'll have the computer on, maybe on more than one tab. I haven't done where I put it on like the TVs in the houses. I've not done that yet, but it's fun. It's good. I enjoy listening. I enjoy just hearing.
Have you done one where you're watching one, replying to another, and then the message has gone onto the person's channel?
I've done that.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah.
Showing love to everybody. I don't want to miss nobody. So I'll be having the screen up here. If I can do 4, if there's 4 going on, 4 is up here. Everybody's talking.
And of course, you know that this is a connecting.
Oh, this is interesting.
Can I just point this one out as well, Calam? It's a connect and grow. We've got lots of different people from different communities, and we're sharing the links. So by all means, let's cross-pollinate. I'm taking Felicia's vibes again. Let's cross-pollinate. Let's see if those are the channels of things that we'd be interested in. But you know what? If it is something you're interested in and you do subscribe, do you know what would be lovely is for those people who've just got a new subscriber, just check out that other person's channel, because it might be something that you'd be interested in as well. And then that way, as you say, we're all connecting and we're all growing. It's great to see so many communities all here together. Go on, Cam.
Look at the Delilah.
And Joe, you were the center, like. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, Joe, you're the center of this connected. You and Kendi K, I don't know if she is still on. And then Vicky from Foodies. You know, I think, you know, I came to YouTube for one, because YouTube, all I did for YouTube is just watch clips of, you know, late night shows and what else did I? It's like occasionally if I needed to, we're a DIY household. So before we call anybody, my husband's like, "Oh, just look on the YouTube University, right?" And the next months later, if we can't fix it, then we'll finally call somebody, right? But so you know, I came for one thing, you know, the Zepbound GLP-1, but through you, Joe, I have found like this cruising community to keep my love for travel going. I have found, of course, I've been getting into the polymer clay jewelry making, so that's a whole different thing, and then of course found my gardeners of the world, so to kind of just help with Texas gardening in Texas right now is just insane. So it's just been this beautiful sort of like connectedness. So really encourage individual ones, even if it's not, you know, check out some of these other, you know, channels and people you see in the chat, because we're all so beautifully and wonderfully made, the things we are able to give to this earth, and let's just enjoy one another in that space.
And who knew we'd enjoy the sound of a Glowforge Pro quite as much as we do on Hard Dreams channel?
Yes, girl.
Y'all
Go
definitely brought me back to going back in the garage and working. So, like I said, that's why I make these series this morning. So, I love
It's
doing it. But I
it's
stopped.
Yeah, that's
But I love
yeah.
doing it.
it's
Thank
great
you.
Yeah, I
ASMR,
love that
isn't it?
sound.
But again, another thing, who knew? Who knew it'd be invested in 27 chickens like we
Yes,
are?
yes, yes. Who knew chickens go to the vet too? I didn't know that.
Yes. Speaking of vets,
I did.
Mia,
Oh, and I have an X-ray. Who? Oh, go ahead.
it was it was Mia. Mia was
Go
taking
ahead,
her
Joe.
little lady, the cat. Mia was taking little lady the cat to the vets today. So hope all is well.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. Oh, and Low Carb Queen came in. She's with us right now.
Hey, low carb
So
queen.
cool. But yeah. But I
And
actually have an
Marguerite
X-ray of a chicken I did
Williams.
about a year ago. I had to take one.
Okay.
Olivia's back though, isn't she? Olivia's back from the vets. Oh, we got a delay. Calam,
Do we?
I'm just
It,
saying Olivia's back from the vets.
She don't understand the question. She's asking,
I
is
don't see
Olivia
the
back from the
chat yet.
vet?
That's good. Yeah. Oh, Olivia. Oh, sorry. Olivia didn't. She didn't have to go to the vet, so she hadn't laid in forever, and so she was basically going through what I thought was like something tragic. Well, the mothers out there can tell me if it's something
Yeah.
tragic. She was just going through labor pains, and she
Oh,
just needed to get that egg out. But she's fine. She's laid every day since then. So I know I showed some people the blue eggs. I don't know if y'all can see that. So she's what's called an
Oh
olive
yes,
egger, and so it's a pretty
beautiful.
green olive egg.
it sure
So she's
is.
laid every day since then. So she's a happy bird. So, and
Okay.
then I don't know. There's the blue one. That's the blue one.
Wow.
So
Nice. Now, do they taste any different or do they
before
taste
get,
the
I had to go
same?
check them. That's why I had to. Ask. No, they taste the same. So the yolk, so the the so it's one of the last steps in the egg process. It's breed dependent. So it's kind of like, so imagine you get, I guess if you're going through the car wash, that last sort of rinse. So depending on the breed, it will determine the egg shell color, but the egg inside is
Hmm.
the same and it tastes the same. And then the
Wow.
only thing that really changes the yolk color of an egg is based on what they eat. So
Okay.
that's the only.
Okay.
So depending on what they eat, the nutrients they eat can change the egg shell color. Yep. Oh, sorry,
Okay.
can change the egg yolk. Sorry.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah,
All right, Miss Joe.
yeah, fresh eggs are great. They're really, really good. Yeah, what you got, Miss Joe?
I haven't got anything else for the day. We've been on for an hour and a half. So
Really?
I don't know if we want to bring it to a close. We're hoping to do this again, aren't we?
Yes. My
I
leg was
think
shaking the
so,
whole time, but
and
yes.
yeah, our hope is to do this
Yes.
right. Yes,
At the
and I
Performing Arts
think
Center.
I think we want to ensure what this panel may look like in the future is hopefully like more people are able to come on
I
and
did.
kind of share and kind of in the same rotate questions and it's just it's kind of like a behind the scenes, come up with new
Mm-hmm.
questions and letting people get to
Mm-hmm.
know, the OGs, the new Gs, and all
Mm-hmm.
the Gs in between. Sorry,
Hold on.
G is one of
G's
one.
one. If you're out there, feel free to copyright G if you need to make some get some royalties and everything every time we say new G's and old G's and stuff. But yeah, I think it's like it's just interesting to hear about people and then just hear about how we're handling I think I think the biggest thing about these medicines is how it's impacting our other core morbidities and stuff like that. And um I don't know, there's a weird freedom about this particular. I mean, we get complications, but or not complications, but we get side effects, but those can be lived with and prepared for,
Right.
right? Some of those side
Right.
effects. So,
Absolutely. Well, I think it's about time that we let folks
but no,
go.
so I'm gonna say this, and then Joe, yeah, but yeah, I do want to do a big thank you to Harjarine and Joe. Y'all have given me the courage to step out, the abilities to step out and learn YouTube. So everyone out there, when you connect with a human who can get you through this YouTube journey, connect with them, love on them, and help them out on the way. So just let us support one another as best as
Yeah,
we can.
Well,
because
I
it's
have to
good
give a
for the
shout out to
soul.
everybody out there because everybody out there is helped us.
Yes,
That's it. It's good for
yes,
the
and
soul, isn't it?
Candy K, yes,
Yes.
yes.
Absolutely, Candy K all day. You know,
All
Miss Mary
day.
woke up for that one. It's been so lovely for spending this time with you all, folks. I think we're going to let you get on with your day, enjoy your evening meals. I'm going to go off to bed. It's midnight. Um, I look forward to seeing you all again. We'll have to arrange this again soon and get some more panel members on. It's just been a real pleasure. I'm so proud. I'm so proud not only to Calamity because she's only been on this YouTube streets for a couple of weeks,
Right.
but I'm so unbelievably proud of Harjareen because we know how nervous you are about these things.
Yeah, my legs stopped shaking.
Well, you've just shown us the boss way.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I think we can leave it on that.
Okay. Okay. Thank you all so very much for joining us.
Bye, folks. Bye.